Well, it seems like things are moving at a very slow pace right now. Still, we are not exactly a setup arc, or is this our the Aoi Cosmos version of Xiaomei, perhaps? Well, again, we have no answers on what just happened. We only have one clue: Nadia, the love of my life. Yeah, this is me, the Anger and found the semi-despair, retired despair reviewer, with, as usual, only at in zero chapter 108. First off, a color page that details them being on the beach. It's worth noting there that Shiki's ether gear glows very differently there. Yes, they are green, but you don't notice that immediately. Either way, the gang all tries to see what is happening and wonders if that really is a picture of Mother. So Pino enlarged the image through her opticals, and indeed it does seem to look like the Mother hologram. And then Shiki want to see if they can meet sea people, but the wise, for some reason, are pretty a bit unclear about that. As they prepare to sail away, suddenly Rebecca sees something written inside the cockpit of the skeleton pirate or pilot. It says, "Nadia, the love of my life." As they enter the city of the underwater, things turns a little bit more of a PTSD for Shiki, as we are actually seeing deactivated bodies of robots. But it's worth noting that these robots all look the same. They're, so is this somehow implying that this underground place was a robot paradise of some sort? Is this another thing that Siggy is gonna use when he's gonna conquer humanity? Uh, According to Pino, they all have appeared to have shut down. But then suddenly, things takes a more strange turn as Pino gets captured by a long octopus with hair of some sort. And of course, Shiki cannot use his Maggie Mech attack fully because its gravity and the floating of the water doesn't really mix the science, sort of. And of course, Wise likes when Rebecca gets cat, especially since, well, it's tentacle and ladies. He's kind of a pervert like that. But hey, don't judge. We all have tentacle porn fantasies, especially if we're men. But then, uh, and as they all get tied up, they can't use their ether gear. And as the octopus prepare to swallow them, suddenly Shiki, who enters back up on the surface, decides that he cannot use his gravity as recklessly underwater. So he instead makes himself heavy and lands right on the octopus. But the octopus then glares at them as they all run away from it and end up in a building where the octopus, for some strange reason, or if that really is an octopus, do not follow them. What's more, inside of this palace, they don't even need to breathe on the water because they are inside. Things even get stranger for Shiki as he feels like the ether inside his place somehow feels familiar. Connected to Mother again? So, so will and then so then suddenly they all begin to wonder why can't they breathe on the water. It's even stranger when it seems that the water is still outside. It's just that there's some border. But then they meet the supposed sole survivor of this place. Granted, she doesn't say she is the sole survivor, but we meet a robot that has actually more design than anyone fully. A robot with a tail that looks very similar to the kind of tail that Fake Sister used to have. A long folding tail with a very, and when I think about it, even the horns looks a little bit similar to Fake Sister. As she greets them, saying that she hasn't had visitors for years, she introduced this as the Temple of the Mother Beacon, and she is its guardian, Nadia. Yes, the same name, Nadia, the love of my life. Well, either this is the main antagonist of this arc, this is still a setup for something bigger, Or that pilot was in love with a robot and something happened. I mean, that octopus thing, whatever it was, appeared out of nowhere. No foreshadowing or anything. And it wasn't even explained why it appeared here. And this Nadia, as I said before, her design looks a little bit, it reminds me a little bit of Fake Sister, especially the tail and the horns and things like that. But I'm just wondering, what is going on here? But why does Shiki feel like this place is familiar? Is that once again connected to his connection to Mother, supposedly? Well, I want to know. You can give me your thoughts if you have any.